Hi. Happy Thursday. This is video 4 of the Joy Blueprint series that I'm doing this week. Video 1 was an introduction. Video 2 was kind of my story about being a rebel versus being a people pleaser. I was kind of both at different parts of my life, in different areas of my life. And yesterday was Secret 1. Stop riding the rotten roller coaster of lack and start activating abundance. And today is secret number 2. Today's secret is the core of the book, Infinite Possibilities, written by Mike Dooley, and best-selling author, and his was involved in The Secret and all kinds of other things. And that's one of the people I follow, along with several others. But this core principle is something that he says, it's his core principle, and it's something I believe, and I had kind of started believing it, I think, even before I started following him, because I heard it in different ways, but it's all the same thing. So this core principle is thoughts become things. You may have heard it said as what you think about, you bring about. What you focus on, where your energy goes, where your focus goes, energy flows, all those different kinds of things. It's all the same thing. And you may be sitting here going, no, I didn't think these things. Well, I'll get to that. Your thoughts create your reality because your thoughts have a vibration. And they have the power then to manifest things into your reality. So yes, thoughts become things. It's literal, not just figurative. It's literal. It's something that's always happening. You don't have to learn how to do it. It just happens naturally, for good and for bad. Because your thoughts are the starting point of creation. It's how you bring anything into your life. Everything that you bring into your life begins with your imagination. Walt Disney talked about how if you dream it, you can become it, or you can, I think it's if you dream it, you can be it. Because your imagination affects your actions, it affects your thoughts, it affects everything that you do. So slowly but surely, your thoughts create reality. And what you have in your life is a reflection of those thoughts. Yeah, I know it sounds a little bit trippy, I know, but I can tell you that I know without a doubt, I totally believe and I know that the life I have now is a reflection of the things I thought in the past. It's because I dreamed about it. I thought about it. I focused on it. I believed it. And I either took action toward it or I didn't take any action at all. And that's what created it. See, it's not our circumstances. It's not your amount of skill. It's not your amount of talent. It's not how tall you are, how short you are, how fat you are, how thin you are, your background. It's none of those things that create the world you live in right now. It's what you have thought about and focused on. And so what you're thinking about right now is going to create your circumstances in the future. And if you think it's not going to work, it won't. And if you think it's stupid, then maybe it is. And, the beauty of it is you get to choose. You get to decide all of it because you are the creator of your life. Now, I kind of told you before that about 12 years ago, I was the perpetually poor, broke teacher. And my consistent thoughts were, teachers don't make enough money. I'm always broke. I'll never have any money. And not only did I manifest always being broke, I also manifested being defrauded of a couple $100,000 by someone I thought I could trust, by someone I had trusted. But because I was always thinking, I'm never going to have anything. And then I loaned money to him and he didn't pay it back. I kind of wrote it off. And then I started thinking, well, he's never going to follow through on this, house deal that we have. He's never going to follow through on this. I'm going to be stuck. And I was, because I thought these things. I thought I'm never going to have enough. I'm never going to be able to retire from teaching. I'm never going to be loved, all these different things. And so I got defrauded of a couple $100,000 and I had no money. And that's when I decided things had to change. And they needed to change quickly, because otherwise I was really going to be stuck with having no money. So, I didn't want to teach until I was in my 80s, trying to get the reflection off my glasses without taking my glasses off. I didn't want to teach until I was in my 80s. I knew some teachers who did that. I did. I knew teachers who did that. I didn't want to do that because I wanted to enjoy life. I wanted to travel. I wanted to get back to those dreams. I could feel them calling me. And you know what? I did it. It didn't happen overnight. No, not at all. Did I have to take some actions? Oh, heck yes, I had to take some actions. I contacted my financial advisor. We changed my automatic savings contributions. I stopped eating out every night, but not totally. And I didn't really even do that on purpose. I just suddenly found food in my freezer, and sometimes I would just think, I don't want to go out tonight. I don't feel like it, because I was grading papers or whatever. So I started checking on my money regularly every month. I kept focusing on to see it growing. I kept thinking, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. I set my goals and I achieved them. My financial advisor had told me it would take 10 years for me to reach my personal magic number, and I told him I was going to do it in 6. I'd give him 6, maybe 7 if I absolutely had to, but I didn't want to go that far. I wanted to do it in 6, and I did. And today, as I said before, my net worth is definitely what someone would consider a rich woman. What I have on hand, people would consider rich. So I'm very grateful for that. But I created it because I told myself I have to do these things. Now, I didn't scrimp and pinch pennies. I didn't do any of that. One of the most powerful tools that I used then and still use with my clients today is easy. It's so simple. Celebrate yourself. Find one thing to celebrate about yourself and do it right now. Do it today. Now, I know most of us growing up were told it's not okay to brag. It's not okay to be full of yourself. So we tended to downplay the good things that were happening in our lives. We'd silently tell ourselves that we don't matter, we aren't important, that we're not that good, that this is happening to us, and this happens for everybody, so we shouldn't celebrate. We shouldn't hurt somebody else's feelings by telling them the good things that are happening in our lives. Well, poo on that. You have to celebrate. These wonderful things are happening to you. I don't care if they're big or small. Celebrate, 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 and never stop. Celebrate all the little inner shifts, outer shifts that are happening in your life. When you have to walk 5 miles, and you're thinking you can't. And you know what? All you do is manage to get outside, you walk outside with your shoes on, and you walk the block. Celebrate that. If your goal is 5 miles and you just walked a block, celebrate that you walked a block. Celebrate that you put on your sneakers and tied those shoelaces and went outside the door. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. And if you do that, over time, you're going to get to that 5 miles. It may not happen right away, but it's going to happen. However, if you don't acknowledge those steps, if instead you come in the door and say, oh, I just walked a block, I can't do anymore, then guess what? The next day, you're not going to get out there and do anything. So, because it'll become tedious, it'll become long. Yet when you celebrate every step of the way, you're actually enjoying the journey. And that's where the happiness comes in. Progress brings us happiness. So celebrate yourself, because it makes such a huge difference. And when you do it consistently and persistently over time, it becomes awesome. And then you have these huge things to celebrate. And then you don't even worry about the fact that you're celebrating it. By the way, there's this little website called askmeevery.com. Askmeevery.com. You can go there and put in questions, and it will send you an email every single day and ask you that question like, how much water did I drink today? How many steps did I take today? How often did I laugh today? Did I celebrate myself today? You can ask anything. You can simply ask, what can I celebrate today? And that'll remind you to do it. You can also put it under reminders on your phone. Just don't forget to look at it. We're so bad about that. So anyway, asking yourself these questions encourages you to think. Think about, what was the shift that you made with something that you did when you did want to celebrate. If you do this for 30 days, by the end of the month, you'll have 30 examples of all the things you're doing well. Ask yourself. So again, let me say that again because it came out a little weird. Ask yourself, for 30 days, what can you celebrate today? Just that one question. What can I celebrate today? Ask yourself that for 30 days. At the end of 30 days, you're going to have 30 examples of things that you do well. Then you can actively focus on what there is to celebrate instead of all the, well, it wasn't that great, all the not so good things and that we've all done and how we get stuck. Because it really changes the energy in your life. When you're focused on celebration, instead of on beating yourself up, instead of on putting yourself down, instead of on playing small. When you celebrate yourself, you start to get more compassionate with yourself. That critical voice in your head starts to simmer down a little bit. And you relax and you start to enjoy life more. And you begin to see that what you think about becomes your life. That the thoughts you think become your reality. You begin to realize that your thoughts are manifesting. That you have the power to create whatever you want. And that, my lovely friends, feels awesome. Awesome. So I want you to think, what's one thing that you really want to bring more of into your life right now? I would love for you to tell me that in the comments. What do you want to bring more of into your life right now? Is it more laughter, more love, more fun, more passion, more appreciation, more walking, more energy, more money, more travel? What's something you want more of in your life? I want you to write that word down in big old letters. Go ahead, do it right now. Pause the video if you want. Then I want you to close your eyes and feel what it feels like to have more of that in your life. Go ahead, put a big old smile on your face because you're getting what you want. And then what I want you to do is I want you to do this every morning. Every morning when you wake up, I want you to focus on that one word. Just that one word. I want you to see it. I want you to feel it. And then I want you to do a physical celebration. Jump up. Give yourself a high five in the mirror. Maybe give yourself a little fist bump in the mirror. Maybe do a little touchdown dance. The one with the elbows up and you pull it down your side. Yeah. Kirk Gibson hitting his home run. Or, what was the guy? Freddie Freeman hitting the home run in the World Series. One of his many home runs. And I want you to be on the lookout for this word as the day goes on. The one you identified that you want to bring more of into your life. I want you to keep a lookout for that word and see how it starts sneaking into your life. Like you'll be at the grocery store and you look over and you'll see a place you want to go visit, or you'll see a travel magazine, or an airline deal is going to show up in your inbox, or you're going to look at your credit card statement and see all those points. Every time you get that thing, every time you see that word, I want you to do a physical celebration right away. It doesn't have to be huge. It can be small. If you're in the grocery store and you see it, it can just be a yes. Or reaching over and picking up the magazine and going, yeah. Every time. I want you to do some physical celebration. And anytime the word pops up or comes into your life, every time do that physical celebration. And then every night, I want you to review how many times you found an example of that thing, of that word coming into your life. You're going to be amazed at how quickly life starts to change, how quickly this word starts actually becoming a part of your life. It's not, you'll start to notice that you go from seeing the word to things happening, to money coming in, to travel opportunities coming to you with friends or family, to you walking more, to you having more energy, to you feeling better about things. The more you focus on that celebration and that thing you want more of, the faster and the more it will come into your life. Try it. Try it for a week. Try it for 10 days. It's even better when you try it for 30 days. So this is Thursday. It's December what? 12th? December 12th is the day I'm doing this. But you may see it another day. Do it for 30 days. Do it till the following month, same date. And just see what happens. And then make sure you come back and let me know. But tell me in the comments, what is it you want more of in your life? So that we can celebrate you. Okay? Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow with secret number 3. Bye-bye.